See, I've told you all many times in the past, a curse, you don't have to be worried about if someone curses you. See, suppose someone says, I know people coming to me, they say, oh, Pragji, this family is cursing me. This family, oh, I don't want this family to curse me. Or I don't want those people to do a negative puja. There is no such thing as a negative havan. Havan means a fire worship. So there are people who believe, and those people are sick-minded people who believe that another person can pray for their downfall. No one can pray for your downfall except for you and your actions, your emotions, your thoughts, and moreover, your intentions. So, what you must understand is how can you how can you believe that there is such a thing as a curse which exists from a third factor? Curse exists. There is something which is called a curse, but no third factor, no third party can curse you. So, what is a curse? A curse is nothing but an effect of your actions. A curse is nothing but an effect of your own actions, of your own intentions. If your actions, your intentions have meant to be in a direction of a curse, curse is nothing but a negative effect. So, negative effect can come from a negative action. So, when you have negatively acted along with your intention, see, negatively acting, having no intention is okay. You're not going to face the karma for that. You may face a physical karma. But negatively acting along with intentionally being negative, that will lead to a curse. And you are not cursed by a third party, you are cursed by your own actions. Then you may ask me, what is that in the scriptures when they talk about sages, women, some people cursing you? It is only a dramatization of a conduit. It is only a dramatization of they are only conduits. They are only third factors to dramatize the effect of your own actions. It has allegory. It has a allegorical significance. It has a symbolism. Since they spun stories around it, curse was explained to people in the form of a story for them to understand that actually, if you do, for them to have a little fear that if you do, so stop doing wrong. Because if you do wrong, you'll be cursed. A stalwart like Arjuna collapsed. And what did he do wrong? That was the difficult part. What have I done wrong by following the tenets of Dharma? What have I done wrong by following the principles of what is right? Of course, he was not thinking about Satyam Eva Jayate. Satyam means truth. Eva means always. Jayate means wins. He's not thinking about the winning part, but he's thinking about the Satyam part. And he was totally said a Kshatriya being cursed, a Kshatriya being cursed to be a eunuch. And there's nothing wrong in a eunuch. They are lovely. They are lovely people. They are lovely. They are a high class. I'm talking about the real ones. There are unreal ones which are everywhere, but the real ones which are they have a lot of truth in them. They have a lot of morality in them. But for a Kshatriya, so what I'm trying to say is we are not denouncing anyone here. But for a Kshatriya to think that he is going to be a eunuch, that is not digestible. For a man who was a prince, a man of Arjuna's caliber, who was a prince, who was waiting to find an opportunity, waiting for time to lapse for him to fight the war, for him to have such a curse, that is something which was not digestible to him. So Arjuna was worried. See, what you must understand. What is his worry? See, his worry, what you must understand, his worry is that he is not able to. He doesn't want any stumbling blocks. He doesn't want any barricades. He doesn't want any blockages. Arjuna does not want any further obstacles in his path to Dharma, in his path to the war, in his path because they were single pointedly focused. So Arjuna doesn't want any blockages. Arjuna doesn't want any stumbling blocks. He doesn't want any obstacles in the path of Dharma. That is why he is so concerned. So Urvashi cursed him. But as I said, every curse has a silver lining. Every curse comes with a ray of hope. Every curse is a ray of hope, has a silver lining because it is something negative in your life you have done which is wiped off. And also, something could be added on to you. So if there is a curse, see, the fact that something is wiped off, that itself is a silver lining. You may not have anything in addition, but the fact of your negative effect being wiped off, that itself is a ray of hope. Arjuna confided in Chitrasena, and interesting, listen, Arjuna confided in Chitrasena, and Chitrasena assured him a way out. Chitrasena said, let me, oh my God, really? This is what happened? And Chitrasena knew that this was all kind of, everything was not fully tailored. It was not fully doctored. Chitrasena went to Indra and said, my lord, you mistook. You were mistaken. You did not understand. Arjuna's glance towards Urvashi. My lord, I think we've made a big blunder. He could not say, Indra is Indra. He can't say, you made a big mistake. He said, we have made. That's how you talk to an elder. Especially a guru. Especially a learned one. You don't say, you have made a mistake. You've done this. You've done that. If he's in the sense, if the guru's gone mad, then of course you expose him. I mean, expose him because he should not do anything wrong. But if the guru is still with you, if a senior is still with you, you don't expose his follies. You say, I think we have made a mistake, to show his respect towards him, to show how cultured he was. So Chitrasena went to Indra and said, I think we have made a mistake. See, that's the subtle part about that, neutralizing the singular pronoun you. And Chitrasena told Indra that he was only looking at Urvashi with a pure glance, and he narrated the entire story. Indra was amazed listening to Arjuna's self-control. Indra was amazed looking at Arjuna's conduct and hearing about, I mean, not looking, he was hearing, but Indra was amazed at looking at hearing Arjuna's story of how he was able to resist Urvashi. He says, amazing self-control Arjuna has. What amount of self-control you may have, but you have to practice it. Even the gods could not resist this. And Arjuna, what a man, what a man, what a man. He brings him. Arjuna comes. Chitrasena calls him to his father. Arjuna comes there. And Indra could not but resist, could not hold himself but to lavish praises on Arjuna. He said, what a man you are. But don't worry, Arjuna. This curse has a silver lining. Arjuna said, Father, I am doomed, because Arjuna was still, he didn't want to take any chance. He said, Father, I am doomed, I am doomed, I am doomed. Why are you doomed, Arjuna? You could be termed as one of the most powerful men because you resisted the most powerful Apsara in this universe. No man has ever done that. Father telling the son, of course, he is pushing him, and to give him that assurance. He says, no man has ever resisted Urvashi, not even me, just to give him that support, that to give him that assurance. And you are doomed? What doomed? You're not doomed, my son. I have sent word for Urvashi. I have told Urvashi to come here. Urvashi came. Indra told Urvashi, I am not justifying my son's glance towards you. Even I mistook it. But please, Urvashi, understand that my son had only pure thoughts towards you. Independently, you had thoughts towards him. Therefore, your curse is not valid. Your entire curse is not valid. However, he did look at you. So the fact that he did look at you, that itself gives a reason. Because there is a fact, as I said, physically, intentionally you don't harm someone, but physically you may, just as you want to tap this desk for something else. But in the bargain, you didn't want to kill an ant. When an ant was going there and you didn't see that, you killed an ant. So you won't face consequences, karmic consequences for that ant, killing the ant. But physical action is there, physical reaction is there. There's some pain. So since you looked at him, it is not the whole thing which should go. So Urvashi was convinced by Indra, because she looked up to Indra, and why would Indra say something wrong? And since Urvashi also had thoughts about Arjuna, no man, no lady could resist Arjuna. So the entire curse was wiped off, except since Arjuna also gave a cause for Urvashi to think in a way. This curse should last only for 1 year. Urvashi said this curse will be lasting only for 1 year, and Indra said that, and yes, this curse should be lasting only for 1 year. Arjuna was still not able to understand. 1 year with that curse. This is the silver lining to that curse, where Indra said, and that year will be, you will be seen that year will be the most challenging situation for you. Hence, it will help you, my dear. What are you saying, Father? That year will be the most challenging for you. It will be you will be placed in the most challenging situations. Arjuna, what are you saying, Father? Which year? But that will help you, my dear. How, Father? How? The 13th year is your crucial year. The 13th year of your Vanvas, the 13th year of your sojourn. Don't forget, Duryodhana had cursed, saying that you have to spell, not cursed. Duryodhana said the condition was you got to go 12 years in exile, and the 13th year, if you will be found, if any one of your brothers and your wife would be found, you have to go back for another 12 years. That was the condition. How ghastly that condition was, how unfair that condition was. So he said the 13th year is going to be most crucial. You cannot be found, you cannot be seduced. Seduced? Yes, seduced. Arjuna said, seduced? Indra said, yes, seduced. Because Duryodhana will try everything possible. Duryodhana will try every way possible to seduce you, to intoxicate you, to spike your drink, to spike something, and he will send the best of women. Therefore, my son, who will ever think that a Kshatriya will be singing and dancing without a purpose amongst women? That is the curse. Who will ever think that he's a eunuch? What does a eunuch do? Sing and dance with women. Because he's more friendly to women than men. So who will ever think that Arjuna, who's a Kshatriya, will be singing and dancing amongst women, and that too without a purpose? No one, at last of all, Duryodhana will ever imagine that you will not be, you will be like a useless man. He doesn't know about this. So therefore it has a silver lining, and this curse is only there to save you in your 13th year, because you are crucial, my dear. You are crucial for the war. You are crucial for that dharma to be resurrected. And moreover, you are leading the army, Arjuna. You cannot be faulty in any way. Arjuna was relieved, and now he realized, my God, that yes, there is a purpose to every curse.